Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Shrine of Anubis. If you're new here, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back and nice to see you again. So, for tonight's topic, I want to talk about an inquiry or question that nobody asked, but while thinking on the topic for tonight's video, it came to mind and I figured, why not talk about this? So, as you can see by the title of this video, I have a semi-simple question. Should you keep pictures of the deceased? So, where do I start? I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. Hold on. I just had a reminder on my phone to film the video, so I got it out of the way. We're good. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. Dramatic pause. In Puerto Rico, we tend to remember the dead by keeping pictures around of them as a way to not really forget them. I wouldn't say it's in that sense, but as a way to always have them around, quote unquote, so to speak. So, depending on the person and the family, they may want to keep pictures around of their loved ones that moved on to have them around. Other people keep pictures so as to not ever forget them who are no longer here with us. However, there has been cases within other religions, I believe within the branches of Christianity, if I'm not mistaken, where some people, I'm not sure if it's the evangelists or something, but there is a group of people who don't believe in keeping pictures around simply because they believe, and I might be mistaking Christianity for another religious belief system. Some people don't believe in keeping pictures of late loved ones around because they think that this is not allowing them to rest in peace. So, it's a very interesting clash of belief systems because back in the day, I'm talking about hundreds of years ago, where obviously cameras did not exist, there wasn't really a way of preserving a person's memory unless you were a painter or another type of artist, for example. And even then, you didn't really exactly have the accuracy of a person's portrait like we do now these days with cameras and even video cameras, where you can record your loved ones and have a memory of them after they are gone from the earth plane. So, technically, there is no right or wrong answer for this question. It is pretty much what you feel in your heart of hearts is best for you to do. So, and I hate, I know you probably want me to be specific, to give you a yes, to give you a no, probably, maybe, but I can't. You know why? Because that is the beauty of being you, of being individual. Yes, I know we're one, blah, 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 but I'm not a new ager. So yes, I get that point, but that's not the point. You are still an individual with an identity. So because of this, you also have free will. So what does this mean? It means that you can do whatever you want. And because of this, I don't really want to give you a yes or no because my intention is to not tell you what to do with your life and with your mourning process and how you want to remember your loved ones that have moved on and passed away from this physical plane. So, in a nutshell, to summarize this video, Should you keep pictures of your loved ones that have moved on and passed away? Yes and no. It depends on how you feel about the situation. The dead don't really mind if you don't have pictures of them. So do not feel obligated because your mom, your dad, your grandma, or somebody told you, oh, you're supposed to do this and that and have this and that. If you don't resonate with their idea, do not follow their idea. Because the dead can perceive when you are doing something out of obligation to another person's demands and expectations of you for them, the dead. So, I know it's hard sometimes to go against your mom's wishes or your grandmother's or someone in the family that has authority over you. However, in the end, you have to honor yourself and your sovereignty as a human being with free will. And so this is exactly why I am being vague in this video, neither a yes or no, because in the end, it's what you resonate with. Do you feel that you are hurting yourself more, suffering more, the loss of this person by keeping pictures of them around? Or do you feel comforted, safe, secure, and good vibes around yourself by having pictures of them around you, commemorating their existence when they were once here living on planet Earth? So, feel free to go back to this video about a minute or so that you can jot down those questions or ideas that you may have had come to mind and analyze yourself and how you feel about this. Personally, though, I do have Toby's picture on my altar with Anubis, of course. I am waiting for the month to complete this upcoming Friday of his death to stop the offerings. So I will remove the water and the bread for the meantime, but it's always likely that I may continue to do something for him every once in a while. But we still have pictures of Toby around our home because it makes us happy. It makes us feel comforted to see all the happy times that we spent with Toby and that he spent with us. And even though it makes us sad, of course, obviously, due to the loss and the mourning process, at the same time, it makes us happy to have his earth image around, so to speak, even though he's no longer with us. Now, sometimes some people say, but is having a picture pulling on their energy and not allowing them to rest in peace? Only if you adapt that as your personal story that you tell yourself. You can always have pictures of loved ones that have moved on without really pulling on their energy, if that makes sense. So, what I'm trying to get at here is that you only pull on their energy if you believe that you are. They may not rest in peace if you believe that they are not. But you have to be more analytical here because some of us are sensitive to energy more so than others. So it depends on the ancestor or person that moved on, if they had a conflictive lifetime or not. If they did have a conflictive lifetime, conflicting, there may be the rare occasion where they may not be resting in peace because they have not forgiven someone or they were not forgiven. And so they are unable to move on from this physical existence due to leaving quote unquote depths and things unsolved on this planet with certain people. So it depends on the person that has moved on. if you feel that pull that they are not resting in peace. But it may be beyond just a picture on your altar or somewhere in your home. But that is a whole nother can of worms that I don't really want to open in this video. However, if you think that by keeping a picture around of someone that moved on is not allowing them to rest in peace, I feel that this is more of a story or program pattern that was programmed into you to believe that keeping memories around is keeping them here and unable to rest in peace. Some people believe this because they are very physical. They are very grounded. They are very attached to this physical reality. So they have this idea that by having something around them that reminds them of this other person that moved on, that passed away, they have this belief system that if they have these physical things around of this person that moved on, they believe that they are disturbing their peace. And that is not so. Unless you're being weird with rituals and spells to call upon your ancestors or family members or friends that have passed away. And I say this because there are a lot of people out there who do a lot of weird stuff to communicate with the dead, and they are inexperienced in this area. And that's how you get random spirits in your home haunting you, and you think it's your late aunt that hated you that's tormenting you, but it's not actually Aunt Sally, but it's actually Joe the bartender who passed away because he got shot for messing with someone's wife at the bar, for example. So you have to be really careful with trying to invoke the dead and working with the dead or calling upon someone that you love that passed away. You have to be really careful, especially if you are new to this. Don't try to do it yourself. Go to someone who is experienced, like a psychic medium or someone who you can vet or confirm with others that have vetted this person, that this person is trustworthy and knows their shit. Don't try to deal with the dead on your own if you are inexperienced. So I got way off track here, but excuse me. It just felt like a warning of sorts or something that just wanted to come through. So I apologize for that. But I wanted to bring that up to you because many of us out of pain want to communicate with those that have moved on. And some of us are inexperienced in some areas. But during the pain and the mourning process, we don't see this. So we do all the things and we try out all the things, and you don't really know what you're exposing yourself to, or those who live with families. You don't know what you are exposing them to as well. So that's why I warn you, be careful if you do something but you are inexperienced, and always consult someone who knows more about the topic, that other people have vetted to be a professional or a knowledgeable expert or whatever, mentor, I think it's how it's called. Yeah, because the least that you want to have is a haunted place, unless you're willing to live with that, because I know some people are. But anyways, I digress from this video. Goodness. Okay, going back to the topic, the main topic. Should you keep pictures of the deceased? Yes and no. Like I mentioned, in a nutshell, if it makes you happy, if it makes you feel comforted and safe, and it brings you joy, and I know, very Mary Kondo of me, if it brings you joy and makes you feel safe and comforted to see them in a happy snap during the time of their life on earth, keep them. Keep the pictures around. We have pictures of Toby around and of other people. My mom has like what, 5 or 6 dead people on her bedroom wall, family members and such. And it's weird when I am changing my clothes. So when I'm changing my clothes, they're here. It's kind of weird. So I don't know. Maybe keep them elsewhere, even though they are in heaven or somewhere and they're still watching. Maybe. I don't know. I come from a religious background, so I still have that impression that they're watching me pooping or something. Goodness gracious, that is awkward as heck. But again, I digress. It depends on your heart of hearts, but analyze yourself and what story you're telling yourself that's making you believe and think that if you keep a memory of them around, that you are disturbing their peace and that they are unable to rest in peace. If you believe in this, analyze why and where this idea came from that became later on a program pattern in you. Because most of the time, this is a program pattern that was passed on to us by family members, friends, whoever is closest to you. It happens. It happens, and it's time to deprogram. However, it depends. If you feel that you are disturbing the peace of this person that moved on by keeping a picture, analyze their life if you can. Were they conflicting in this lifetime? Did they have unsolved issues or problems or arguments that they were not able to solve or bring to a resolution before they moved on? Because you might be perceiving something else that may not even have to do with you just keeping a picture around. It might be beyond that. So it depends if you feel this way towards a picture or a memory of this person that's no longer here. Because things can get complicated very quickly, which is why I suggest you to jot down any questions or notes or ideas that come to mind from this video to analyze why you feel this way. If you feel that you are robbing them of their peace just by keeping a picture of them around, is it because of this? If so, where did this program pattern come from? Who told it to me? And why did I include it in my life? If not, analyze this person's life and why you are feeling this way, whether it's anxious, uneasy, or feeling like you're disturbing their peace. Why does it feel that they are uneasy themselves? Why does it feel that they are unable to rest in peace? Because things can get more complicated than just having a picture of them around. And you might be perceiving on something else that needs to be brought to a resolution. Because again, some people are more energetically sensitive than other people. So you might perceive something, maybe not. Either way, that's fine. But in the end, to summarize this video, should you keep pictures of the deceased? Yes and no. It depends on how you feel towards them. Some people feel comfortable by not keeping memories of the dead around, and that's okay as well. Some may think that this is being too detached. I feel that, to be honest, thousands of years ago, we only had maybe doodles on the wall of someone. I'm talking about Egypt or pre-Egypt. Like, I don't even know if painters existed thousands of years ago. But either way, there was really no way of keeping memories of the dead way back then. I could be wrong, but you didn't have an exact depiction of this person in their lifetime. So whichever answer you choose to go with, it's valid. So it's up to you on what you want to do. If you feel comforted having pictures of those that have moved on, or if you feel comforted by not having pictures of them at all. Especially if these people or person were or was toxic or not a very good person or not very good people. Do not feel obligated to keep memories around of people that were once toxic or dangerous or abusive towards you when they were once alive. I would never keep pictures of ancestors that were once evil in their lifetime. So, but again, personal preference. Some people want to keep pictures of their ancestors even if they were bad on their altar, and that's on them. But personally, I would not want to have conflictive energy in my altar. But again, personal choice, free will. So it's not up to me. It's pretty much up to you on what you want to do and how you feel most comfortable, of course, because you have free will. And that is the beauty of being a human and being sovereign, if that makes sense. So, to conclude this video, yes and no. If you feel comforted, happy, and safe by keeping pictures of deceased loved ones around, feel free to do so. If you feel better by not keeping anything of them around you, that's okay as well. And I am being purposefully vague because we're all individuals, so we all think differently, and your opinion is valid. Don't let other people change your mind. I really have nothing else to say, really. So, however you feel most comfortable, it's okay. So, with that said, I believe I have reached the conclusion for this video. I wanted to thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's topic. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. What do you think? Do you keep pictures of your deceased loved ones around or not? Why or why not? Some people feel comforted by keeping pictures and memories around. Other people don't. Other people prefer not to have anything because they feel more comforted that way. So whichever option you fit in with or stand with, it's perfectly valid, but I still want to know your thoughts on it. And also, if you are from elsewhere besides Puerto Rico or the United States, or if you follow a belief system, what do you believe in? Let me know. Is having pictures of deceased loved ones a good thing for you and your culture or your belief system or not? Let me know. I am always intrigued to know about other people's cultures, belief systems, and how they personally think. So, before I let you go, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell button and click on See All so that you can get all the notifications of any future uploads that I'll be making on this channel. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye!